The West Tigers want their 2 points. Senior club officials meeting with Peter V'landys today, more determined than ever to have their round 19 loss to North Queensland overturned. Chairman Lee Hadjipantelis says results have been changed before and legal action could be the club's next move.
The two top Tigers hunting down 2 points they believe are rightfully theirs.
Why is it so important to you to try and get the result overturned?
Because we earned those 2 points. They are our 2 points. We earned those. We won that match. We're entitled to those 2 points. The Cowboys aren't. It also impacts on the top 4 as well.
CEO Justin Pascoe and Chairman Lee Hadjipantelis pleading their case to league boss Peter V'landys, arguing their loss to the Cowboys 2 weeks ago should be reversed because of the bunkers blunder.
Those concerns were graciously received and acknowledged by the NRL. There was a robust discussion as to how the game ended. It's been agreed by the parties that there is some element of ambiguity in relation to the rules.
The Tigers are confident overturning results isn't unprecedented.
It's happened in the AFL, it's happened twice in the NSWRL going back 100 years as well, when there have been instances of players who are not registered playing, for example, and the NSWRL has intervened.
So potentially the next step, legal action?
All options remain on the table. Justin and I will take it back to the full board now.
As the board looks at problems in the past, the future of the Tigers, on and off the field, was on show at Campbelltown. Benji Marshall taking charge of the club's under-16 side, warming up for his first grade assistant role next year and head coaching debut in 2025. Not that he's waiting until then to share his thoughts.
I came in the other week and he told me I wasn't a ball-playing lock, and it kind of hurt my feelings, but it was true.
Adam Dewey claims his feelings weren't hurt, despite the Tigers knocking back a chance for him to spend the rest of the year on loan to Melbourne.
I think it would have been good for me to get down there and learn a few months under one of the strongest organisations in footy. The club weren't too keen on it, and I wasn't pushing too hard for it. I'm contracted on the Tigers, and whatever they say goes.
Luke Dovesey, 9 News.
Well, two teams with big ambitions meet in Thursday night footy. The Roosters trying to lock up a top 8 spot, while the Broncos have their eyes on the top 4. Andrew Johns joins us from Nine's NRL studio. Evening to you, Joey. Round 5, it was the Roosters narrowly beating Brisbane at Suncorp. A lot, though, has changed since.
Yeah, a few players suspended and injured. Lindsay Collins, Egan Butcher out for the Roosters, and big one, Pat Carrigan. He's out for the Broncos. Wet weather in Sydney town tonight, so kicking game's very important. Both teams are really good kickers, but I've got to say Adam Reynolds has probably got the best kicking game in the comp, so yeah, that'll help out the Broncos.
And we get a look at Generation Next tonight. Joseph Suwali up against the returning Bronco in Selwyn Cobbo.
Yeah, both superstars. We're going to see him for the next 10 or 15 years. Suwali in the air, we can see what an athlete he is. Just look at the athleticism. And Cobbo, he's got skills and he's got things that you just can't coach again. An absolute superstar. Great instincts for the game. Can't wait to watch these two.
Close one tonight?
Real close. Roosters just.
All right, thank you, Andrew. See you shortly. Well, the Bulldogs got their bite back, and interim coach Mick Potter hopes it will lead to opportunities for him beyond this season. While Cameron Ciraldo is tipped to take over at Belmore, Potter is open to coaching elsewhere.
He's clearly got a bond with his players.
Do. It's Trump.
What's the free shirt you want to talk about?
You went to Sugar, we got a free shirt in paper.
Oh.
That was one of
He's got 600k a year, he can't pay for a shirt.
There's the scandal.
No, I get $600 a week.
And he's wary of certain media.
There's always scandal around when you're around. That's always scandal.
That's an assumption.
A scandal. There's always potential scandal.
What is clear, unlike some who have fallen off the coaching cliff and never recovered, Mick Potter can coach. He's turned the unwatchable Dogs into the box office Bulldogs.
Mick, tell me about your magic dust that you've got. You've sprinkled it all over the team.
Yeah, I don't think I've got magic dust, but I just let them play what they see a little bit.
Do you see yourself as a first-grade coach going forward from this point?
Potentially, yeah. I think there's that fire that's there enough for me to have another crack at it.
Did you think those days might have been gone?
Yeah, there was that did cross my mind quite a few times, but I was comfortable with that.
If it's not at the Bulldogs, would you look elsewhere? Was that something that would be on your radar? And you haven't got a contract beyond this year, so.
Yeah, no, I haven't got a contract beyond this year. Yeah, I'd look at some options.
Potter won't end up at the Seagulls, even though Des Hasler is dealing with a contract full of clauses designed to keep him on his toes.
There's been plenty of chat as well about your own future here at the club and that finals clause. Is that something you're concerned about?
No.
Management at the club's spoken really glowingly this week about wanting to have you here for as long as you want to. That must be a really nice feeling in such a cutthroat game.
Yes, it is. We've been able to work our way through it.
Danny Weidler, 9 News.